Hello, we're live. Welcome to our live. Hello, Ola Joe. How are you? Are you feeling better this week? I believe it was last week you weren't feeling great. Are you doing better? I hope you are, personally. And I'm sure the rest of the chat is wishing you well wishes. Handmade Designs, hello. Good morning to those stateside. Still morning, well, maybe Eastern time, no longer morning, but you get what I mean. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Darcy. Each girl, I don't know your name, but hello. How's everyone? Christina, happy Wednesday, crochet friends. I'll put that up because it's a good Wednesday. I think it's a good Wednesday I hope it's a good Wednesday for everybody. It's been a good Wednesday for me. Hello, everyone. How's your week been? It's been Wednesdays, I feel like because of this, always feel like a Friday. I'm sure I've said that before, but oh, Kalia, hello. How are you? Aha, you were notorious, babe. I thought I remembered last week, but then you confirmed it. Thank you. I'm decently good with names and screen names and then putting together once I see the connection, obviously. Let me pull up the links I need to. The restock was wild. There was a lot of product there. I hope everybody who wanted to get something got something. It seemed to be like this one went better than last time. So we're very happy about that. Hey, Jade. Hi. Just catching up on everybody's hellos. I think Keith. Yeah, Keitha, hello from Antigua. Ooh, I hope it's warmer where you are and you can enjoy it. Hi, Winter's Eve 86. Facebook user. I'm sorry, I don't know who you are, but hello. I'm glad you're here, even though we can't see your name. Let me pull up the important things. Things like where to post pictures if you need to. Lots went out of stock. Yeah, Kalia, we have a lot of very quick people because it was like maybe 30 seconds after the hooks were pushed. And it wasn't, obviously we can't restock every single color and every single size at once because that would I think there's 15 sizes if I'm not mistaken, and we have so many color, that would just be, but anyway, I think there's technically still some hooks left. So hello, Karen. How are you? Hal, good morning. Well, now that we're all here, well, not all of us, keep joining as you will. 7 colors and hi, Pam. Oh, Pam's watching. Hello, Pam. I'm nervous now. I need to be careful with what I say. Not that I say bad things, but I feel like sometimes I go on little tangents. This is my work in progress. Darcy, I actually saw because I was working and I saw your name up and I was like, go you, Darcy. But anyway, yeah, so 17 colors, 15 sizes. If we did a full restock on all that, that would be a lot. So some of them had a lot more, some of them had less. That's what we can do. And that's probably all I'll say from here. Unless there's other little questions that I don't mind answering. But anyway, hi, Kayla. Good morning. This is my work in progress. I was able to get a couple. I got a good chunk. I think before I'd only gotten the band. And this is the blush and something by Michelle Moore, who we all love so dearly. But I have it on my iPad, as always. So I thought I would go over our March issue for anybody who has not seen, but March is officially out. It was spring. It doesn't feel like spring for me right now because it's like a winter mix, if you will. It's a little bit of snow, a little bit of sleet, some rain. Not fun, but here we are. This is a life that happens in the UK, which it happens everywhere else, but anyway. But as I was saying, where is my March? Is our first spring issue, and it's so exciting. We took these pictures in Austin. When we were all there. It was really fun. We had 2 gorgeous models. They were both also so sweet. It's so nice when you work with people that are really nice. And then they're also just great, you know, like they're just fun people to be around, and then you're working with them and you're like, wow, this is actually really fun. But oh, Pam, Pam, you're in Canada. Roads are covered in ice. Be safe. Anybody who has the wintry mix and is driving, please be safe. And in non-wintry mixes, please be safe. Oh, Karen, I'm so sorry. We all send you well wishes. You have a broken shoulder. Understandable that you cannot crochet. Really sorry. But I hope you can start getting in some stitches when you're nice and healed. I'm so sorry. But anyway, I don't want to miss our great conversations. Christina, still plugging away in the Mirabilis cardigan. A cardigan takes time. I don't blame you for still going at it, because I mean, this is a crop top, but it's like, oh my goodness, my pens are going everywhere. But it's like fingering weight yarn, and it's kind of in between fingering weight and sport weight. So really, I mean, look at this. But I think it's because the original pattern calls for fingering weight with a strand of lace. And this is kind of like a combo. So I did that. But anyway, and this is a crop, and we're only like 5 inches in. So a cardigan's you're doing well. But North Dakota's still in winter mode. I'm so sorry. Anybody still in winter mode that doesn't want to be, I apologize. Anybody who loves the winter, I love the winter. That's what's funny. But anyway, you know what I mean. Thank you, Jade. I do love this. It should be like, so this is what I love about our patterns, and maybe I'm a little biased, but we have some really great, like, beginner friendly patterns that look so good, and you don't think it's that easy, if that makes sense. I don't know why March is not pulling up for me. Anyway, I'll go through the online thing. But yeah, so we have a lot of beginner friendly crochet patterns, and our issues will have a mix of mainly beginner, and then some more intermediate. But even so, if you can like break down the pattern and go slowly, I think you can do it. That's just me though. Maybe, again, I could be biased, but I don't think so. I'm just being honest here. Anyway, Trish, I haven't finished my second Forever Winter cardigan because after someone saw mine, they wanted one. Oh, Trish, you're so kind. So then did you make like a secondary one? If so, you're a good person, because as I've stated in previous other lives, I don't make things for people. I'm not nice. I do if it's small. I went through a season where I loved making people hats and it was super fun. And then I went through another season where I was just like, I'm done making people hats. And it worked. You know, people, they still love me. But anyway, let me pull up. I'm still trying to pull up. I had it and then it was gone. I think because I closed out. Anyway, Trish, I hope you can finish yours when possible. But you're a special person for even considering making something for someone. So, especially a cardigan. Oh my goodness. I can't even imagine that. You're amazing. Thinking about getting the year subscription. I can get the tote and hook and when I'm back to crocheting shape, I'll have a trove of ideas. Karen, that's not a bad idea. Personally, there's actually, when I was looking at like our quarterly, we, phenomenal like patterns, which I still will always recommend. But I do love the monthly because I feel like we can break it down a little bit more like seasonally wear, if that makes sense. But the hook is really pretty. Oh my goodness, I have the hook. Where is the hook? I'm gonna have to get the hook. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Let me see. Yes, we're back, y'all. We got it. So this is the hook. If you've ever had a LaCroix, you know what I mean when it's like a taste, just a taste of flavor, just a sprinkle of flavor, because it's like this lilac color, which is like this really, really soft purple, but it's so gentle, just a soft flavor of color in there. I know it's not a flavor, but that's the only way I can compare it. But I love, it's so pretty. And this is, if I'm not mistaken, available in 5. So if you order the subscription, you'll get the tote and you'll get the hook in an H, 5mm H hook, whichever you prefer. We're flexible on our sizings here. Yeah, it's, I mean, I'm just gonna pull up the cover. If I can make this bigger, this would be great. Again, I had it all set up, and then you try to do something and it goes away and you're like, why? So this is, I know this is great live skills. The pattern on the front is by, I don't want to say Blazenka, I believe. She, if I'm not mistaken, I think so. She had gorgeous, like, kind of lace work. So pretty. But then it's also a raglan wear, so I do love that cut though. So I am a little biased to raglan, but such a nice top. And then there's some really fun socks that it's like above the ankle with a little tiny granny square in the back. So cute. And for those who, I know people who do knit and crochet, they prefer knit socks because it's not as, I guess it's a little bit flatter. I personally love a crochet sock because it's a little thicker and what is it, without being too thick, if that makes sense. So anyway, let me pull that up. Again, I had this all pulled up for you, I promise. Look at that. Look at that. So fun. Granted, the colors, super exciting. That's by Julie from Crochet. Super fun. I love the little, when she sent in her design idea, she was like a little above the ankle, granny square in the back. And I was like, I can't fully envision this, but I like it. So I'm going to push this to my colleagues to see if they like it too. We have a little koozie, which who doesn't love a koozie? Cozy? I'm so sorry. I think maybe it's a cozy. I didn't know this was a thing until I moved to the UK and my in-laws have like teapot cozies. And I thought they were so cute, but then I guess I didn't process like you want to keep your teapot as warm as possible. Anyway, love that one. We have really cute scrunchies. This is also Sweet Pam's daughter. If nobody knew, now you know. Big scrunchie. It's like 5.5 to 3/4 inch. Like it's pretty big. It's like it's a big scrunchie. It's really fun. And it's kind of like, I always want fun color scrunchies. I never find them. I used to wear really big bows, so I feel like the scrunchie kind of takes place of the bow. Anyway, we have a table runner. We went with festive spring colors, pastels, really fun kind of like blocks. And you can also switch up the colors, obviously, however you like. And then we have this gorgeous cardigan. I mean, look at that. This one by Sierra. We loved the design. We saw this. I remember getting this in again. Because I looked through all the submissions, I like remember them. But I saw this. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then we selected it. Everybody liked it. But then in person, I mean, absolute love. It's like tunic length. I'm not the biggest fan of buttons, or actually like crocheting like a buttonhole and that. Like I love a button, but I don't like making it. But I'm very tempted by this. This is definitely an intermediate, or if you're a very adventurous beginner. It's not the easiest. However, in my opinion, completely worth the work. This could potentially be like a passion project for me that I may start and kind of work on little by little, because I mean, tunic length in an XL, that's going to take a minute. But it's going to be well worth it. Maybe by next spring I can have it done. I know that sounds like really far out, but let's be real. I go through my projects slowly, so it's very realistic. Anyway, I think those were, oh no. We have, for those still in winter, you can stay warm with a beanie and matching mitten set by Sweet Ashley Parker. She's really sweet. I really like her. It's really cute. It's a diamond pattern, and I've never made mittens, but it kind of sounds like a fun idea. So if you're still kind of in winter and you need something small, you can try the hat, or maybe if you want to try the mittens, or both, because it's a combo. You get both. So those are, I think, literally all of our. Here's another look at the cover. It is Blazenka. She's so sweet. Look at this. I hope you can see it well. I know my screen not helpful, but I love the sleeves are just really fun. I love like that lacy on the sleeve. That is March. If you haven't checked it out, check it out more on the website. You can get the issue individually. You can also get a spring bundle, so you'll get March, April, May when they come out. And then you can also do the subscription if you're interested. But like I said, maybe I'm a little biased, but I really love those designs were just so fun. I like the little granny square in the back of the sock. Again, I was like, I don't know what this looks like. I want to say yes. And we said yes. And I was really excited because it's actually really cool. Like I like the, anyway, I digress. I'm going to catch up on some of these comments since I've been talking a lot. But yeah, I mean, thought I had all my pieces done for my sweater, but when you need to keep adding rows. Welcome to the club. That has happened where I'm like, yes. And then, but normally it's like a sleeve. Like in my head, I did 2 sleeves and then I didn't. I only did 1. And then it's a sad realization. But usually the sleeve, like at that point, I'm just like, go, go, go. But anyway. Yes, the first was for Black History. Trish, did you post this somewhere? Because I feel like I remember seeing a cardigan, seeing the name Trish, and then saying, like, I remember the caption saying was for Black History Month. Did you post this in a group? I don't know if you posted it in this group. It actually could have potentially been Tony Lipsy's group, and that's where I'm remembering it from. I'm in a lot of groups because I crochet a lot and I love the groups, so you might see me there. It's me. And I'm not like, it's not a work mode thing. I enjoy those groups. But if I remember it correctly, that was a really, really nice cardigan. So I'm really glad that you're making one for yourself now. But let's see, Megan, I did finish my gumdrop pullover blocking, seaming, and I finished, oh yeah, and I finished a hooded shawl. Oh, wow, you have been productive, Megan. I cannot say the same for myself, but it's really fun. Did you also, listen, y'all have started posting more of what you're working on, and they're so fun. So cool. I personally love it, and I know the team does, because we will actually also send it between ourselves and be like, oh my goodness, look at this. It looks so good. We love seeing what you work on. So always please feel free to add. Also, since this is a crochet along technique, I mean, it is. And since there is a point to this, let me pull it up. Oh goodness, I went away from it. Since we want to potentially win something at the end of the month, let's potentially try to win this, which is a gift card to Furls. I'll announce the crochet along rules, as I'm sure many of you have heard, but you have to work on a Crochet Foundry pattern, and you just have to post a picture in the link I just sent. It's also just in the Crochet Foundry Makes group. In the group, it'll be pinned at the top. So, and it'll say March Cal whip pics. And you'll see my whip. Let me turn off your comment. I'm so sorry. There we go. You'll see my whip with my candy shop. It's a 3.5. Anyway, I'll go back to that in a minute. And my yarn. So yeah, you'll see this. If you see this, that's where you put your picture of your work in progress. And that's how you enter to potentially win a gift card for us. So for Furls, I should say. But yeah, there's a lot. I mean, technically, 2 more weeks, I believe. We have this today, besides today. We have the week after, and then, I don't know, maybe 3. Maybe we have 3 more weeks in March. That doesn't make sense, does it? Anyway, anywho. But yeah, so the link I just sent, that will take you to the post, and that's where you post. But we do, aside from that, we do enjoy seeing the things you make, because especially we all have so many different ideas for colors, and I may make something in a way that maybe you wouldn't, and vice versa. And so it's really fun to see the different color combinations or different adjustments somebody makes. It's really fun. I mean, we're kind of nerdy about it, so it's not just me, it's all of us. Anyway, Michelle Hill, I just made an napkin for my stepmother for shoulder replacement surgery. Well, I hope she is healing. It's very nice of you. That's so kind. There's so many kind crocheters. I need to be a kind crocheter and make things for other people. But, oh, hi, Dawn. Oh, I love your dog. So cute. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up on anyway, I don't want to miss anybody's comments. If you say hello and I haven't said hello, I may not have gotten to you yet. I think knit socks are easier to make, but I want to try the pattern. It's cute. I think so. If you're kind of in the groove, I can see how a knit sock would be easier. But yeah, if I know there has been times where a crocheter who doesn't knit wants to make socks, and we just don't see socks as much, and I can see why. But if the correct stitch is used, they're not that bulky. So I'm all for, you gotta try it once, and if you don't like it, then you don't like it. But that's just me. And oh, Unholy Glee, I don't know what your name is, but if you ever receive an email and it says from Victoria, it is me. I'm very happy that you appreciated how I helped you. I love customer service. It is just kind of very great when I can help you and my team can help you. And we genuinely always want to do what we can for you. So it makes us happy when you also enjoyed that experience. I know it sounds kind of cheesy to say experience, but it really is an experience with us. Like, you buy our product, but there's like another part to it. Like, we are there to help you, and that's also a part of roles. So I'm really happy that you enjoyed your experience and that it was handled well. So I'm glad. I don't know your name, but Unholy Glee, I see you. It's because I can only see your handle, so it's always kind of funny when I can only see handles. But anyway, Olojo Maracuya. Yes, the cover of March issue is the Maracuya top by Blazenka. So lovely. Dawn, hello. Dawn, I already said hi to you because I remember your little dog. Monique, hello. I'm way behind. I talked a lot about the issue, but it was important because it's the first issue of spring. Also, it's just a fun issue. We enjoyed taking, like, being a part of the photo shoot and everything, and we were all together, so it was super fun. I think I don't want to be like, it translated in the photo, but kind of like, I hope you can see the fun that we had. But anyway, it was great. Yeah, it was on the Monique. I said hello. Truly, it's sold out. I'm so sorry. I love the glitter pride furls. I can't believe my eyes. Hopefully we can get these back. I know our original pride hook was not limited edition. Like, we'll keep restocking that like throughout the year. Whereas our glitter one is limited edition, but we will still be restocking it, just not as often as the rest of the hooks, if that makes sense. So truly amazing. Your handle, hopefully we'll have those soon for you. I do love those. They're so pretty. I actually got several whenever it launched. So do you have a Ravelry group for those that aren't interesting? We don't on Holy Glee. I'm gonna write this down because I don't know. I haven't explored that personally, but I'm going to speak with those who make these decisions. So thank you. Thank you for that suggestion. Hopefully I can bring this up at our next meeting. So anyway, this month's magazine March is amazing. Thank you, Monique. It was really fun. Like I said, I went through all of them now, but I don't think I have a favorite because they're all so different and fun. Like, you have I know you probably hear a lot of like, there's something for everyone, but there really is, because you have socks, you have home decor, you have some accessories, you have different types of accessories, you have 2 garments that are really fun. Yeah, so I'm glad you enjoyed March. There were so many other goodies to come. I'm so excited for spring, mainly because I think spring, the sun's coming out. I'm like enjoying that. So I feel like it should translate into our designs. Let's see, spending this day with, oh, happy birthday. I'm so happy you're here. And I do remember you sent a message, I think last week, and you were like, oh, it's gonna be my birthday. Well, happy early birthday. I hope you have a lot of yummy food that you really like and spend it with people you love that you can. And I hope you can crochet a little. I mean, that's what I like to do on my birthday. That's actually literally what I do on my birthday. I go have a nice meal and I crochet. So happy birthday. Let's see, Free Handly Made. Hello, everyone. Hello, Free Handly Made. I'm glad you're here. Is this your first time? I don't feel like I remember your handle, but maybe I'm not remembering it enough. But if it's your first time, welcome. Let's see, made a pair of lovely crochet socks once, and they were lovely. Oh, that's so nice. I see. Crochet socks, I think, are underrated, but we all have our preferences, so it's fine. I'm biased. No, I do love knitting and I do love crochet, so I cannot. You will prefer something over me. You know what I mean? So, but if you haven't tried, I think it's worth a try. Why not? Jade, I helped you too. Thank you. I'm happy I helped you. And I like I said, it's so cheesy to be like, I love helping you, but we really do. My team really does. Like, it's normally Diane and then Kelly as well. And y'all bring us joy. You also bring us some laughs because you just send really funny things. Like, I think somebody was messaging about the hooks are like Taylor Swift tickets, and like it's really funny. It's always entertaining. It's never a boring day. So I'll just say that. And Unholy Glee. Oh, Jay. Hi, Jay. So our crochet along is not, it doesn't have to be based on just the latest Crochet Foundry magazine. It can be any Crochet Foundry pattern. So basically, at the end of every month, the last Wednesday of every month, I'll do a giveaway. I will do a giveaway on the live, and I pick from pictures of your work in progress. So that's really, you just have to work on any Crochet Foundry pattern. It can be from March, it can be from December, it can be from a spring issue 2022, it can be from fall 2021, whenever you want to make. And it doesn't have to be done by the end of the month. We just want, I'll post it again because we can never get this enough. But pretty much the link that I'm sending now, that is going to take you to the post where you just need to post it. If you're on Facebook, you did suggest the Ravelry, and I think that's a great suggestion. So I'm going to run this by my colleagues, my bosses, and see what they say. So if you're not on Facebook, I understand how that you then technically can't submit, but we'll see what we can do. But yeah, that's just that's the crochet along. There's no real, like, you don't have to finish. You don't have to be X done. We don't work on it together. I've been talking so much, and I talk with my hands if you have not noticed. But yeah, so I'm working on an issue from, I believe it's spring? No. Fall? I can't remember now. But it's like the Blush and Plush crop top by Michelle Moore. And yeah, so the live is just to chit chat, have fun, go over questions. We do stick to yarny subjects. Not that we can't ever veer off, nothing like that. But we do tend to, I mean, those who've repeatedly watched know that I always bring up that we've talked about our pets and how some people can like make yarn out of their pet hair because they have like Angora bunnies or something. Is it a bunny? I think it's a rabbit, right? And stuff like that. So I just think it's so cool. But yeah, we talk yarny things because we are obviously connected with Furls. We're, sister company. I mentioned Furls like here and there. I use Furls products as well, but you don't have to use a Furl product if that makes sense. But yeah, and then sometimes I don't talk too much about Furls products specifically, mainly because this is a crochet. I'm like, this is more focused on Crochet Foundry and patterns rather than like the product, if that makes sense. But people sometimes do have questions, and I definitely answer. So if you ever have a question, please feel free. It's not like you can't ask or anything like that. But yeah, I think I covered everything. I hope I made sense. If I didn't make sense, Jay, send another question. I'm here for all the questions. I always enjoy them. I'm going to keep scrolling now. Any idea when Pam and Crystal are going to do a live? I don't, but I will let them know that they are wanted. I'm going to write this down too, Pam and Crystal. They are really fun on lives. If you were here 2 lives ago when we were all in Austin, they popped in and said hello. But yeah, I don't think they've done like a live in a while. I'm just literally writing Pam and Crystal wanted by the people, for the people. Anyway, I won't go into that. Karen, let's see. Oh, my preference. I love that we're talking about socks. Is knit, gasp, but have proven to myself that crochets are eligible for consideration. I think that's true. I think I get it. Like and especially because I if you're not a knitter, like you kind of just end up doing one stitch normally unless you're doing something fancy. So I can see how I think a knit sock could be easier, quicker, maybe. I don't know. If you're doing something almost like there's a pattern called like vanilla thing. Oh, I don't know where that came from, but I'm sorry. Anyway, but it's like because you just do one stitch the whole time. So I can definitely see why. But it is a contender. Monique. Oh, back to your birthday celebrations. I decided to take ooh. Made me really appreciate crochet. Like I said, I love both crafts. We even have like knit patterns on Crochet Foundry. It is not a thing we don't talk about. We love knitters. We are a community of many talents. I was like trying to come up with a word. It is fun. I do like switching every now and then, like maybe project to project, but then it always takes you a minute where I'm like holding things. I'm like, how do I? But it's fun. So I'm glad it's going to be a great birthday. Happy birthday. It's so nice that you're here and that you enjoy us. I enjoy y'all. It's so cheesy, but I really do. It always feels like a Friday, and I'm like, I don't have work tomorrow. And I'm like, yes, I do. But it's fine. Got me hugged. Oh, hello. Okay, you've been, okay. Yeah, I was trying to remember if I had seen your screen name. If I had not previously, I do apologize. But I'm glad you're here. Always feel free to just drop in when you can. You don't have to be here from beginning to end. So you don't miss much. We just chit chat, obviously. And I read your comments because it's actually really fun. And Ola Jo, she has brought many of people on the furl side, and it's great. I got really, like, the first live I ever did, I got really excited when Ola Jo was like in the comments. It made me super happy. I fan over y'all because it's like, it's kind of fun. Like, we're like kind of friends because we don't really know each other, but like we see each other, and so it's just fun. I like it. And Trish, you're always making Crochet Foundry. Oh, that's so fun. You're behind. It's fine. We're all behind. We're all behind, Trish. It's okay. We have been there, and we will continue to be there with you. I'm glad. I'm so glad you love our patterns. I feel like I didn't know about Crochet Foundry until I started working for Furls, and I liked the size inclusiveness. Like, I feel like that is more of a thing now, but I think when Crochet Foundry was first starting, it wasn't so much of like, it started being a thing, but I do appreciate now there's a lot of size inclusive magazines and patterns, but it's super important. And I like, grant, like, maybe for my size, you could still see it. Like, I feel like you would normally see patterns in small, medium, large, sometimes extra small, sometimes extra large. And now it's really nice to see that there's, up to 5X and bigger as well. So I'm happy to be a part of it. Like, I'm so glad that you enjoy our patterns. Makes me happy. And on Jay, thank you. I'm so happy you have one. And yeah, it's very casual crochet along. There's some really fun crochet alongs that, I mean, several of y'all have been a part of, and I technically casually kind of take a part of. Like, I don't always have time to join all the lives because there's actually a lot of really good ones. But this is like a more casual one. You can finish, you cannot finish, you can take a month, you can take 2 months. I always like to recommend different things if you ever need, like, if you're looking for a sweater or you're looking for a home decor piece. Like, we have so many different things. So, and all of our patterns you can buy either as a part of an issue or just individually as well. So that's always an option as well. But do non-yarny subjects even exists? It's funny you say this. I did like an in-person, like, kind of crochet group yesterday, and I realized I don't even know that much about the people that I meet up with. We don't meet often, but we try to meet like once a month. And I know nothing about them because all we do is talk about yarn, and it's really funny. Like, crocheting, there's a couple knitters in there. There's a couple people that do both. But I realize I know their first name and that they live in London, and that's about it. And that they love crochet and knitting. But it's kind of funny. I could talk about yarn and crochet all the time. Ask my husband. He listens. He's a sweetheart. He learns, and he like gets it. And sometimes I have to like explain things, but normally he's good. But yeah, it's all we talk about. First, that make me a hook snob. I can't go back to others now. Jade, you're not alone. I'm all about, I know sometimes there are people who love Crochet Foundry and don't use furls, and that's completely fine. I will never be like, you have to use our hooks. I do know a good majority of Crochet Foundry makers like do prefer furls, but never feel like you can't use other hooks, or you know, never feel that way, y'all. If any one of you don't use furl hooks, that's okay. We still love you. You're still welcome here. Yeah, everybody, I've said this a million times. Everybody crochets differently. What works for you may not work for me, and what works for me may not work for you. The way we hold our hooks is different. The way we hold our yarn is different. Even if we use the same either knife or pencil or whatever, we still do it differently. So always please feel free to be yourself. But because we are obviously are connected to furls, like we will mention those products a little more. But I try not to focus too much on it. But I know we do. But it's, you know what I mean. I'm trying to keep a balance, y'all. If you ever feel like I'm unbalanced, let me know. I'm more than happy to take feedback or hear feedback. I don't. Sometimes my English doesn't work very well, and I apologize. Oh, I'm so glad. Awkwardish Panda. She opened my eyes, so to speak. I'm glad. I'm glad you're here. It makes me happy. It is really fun to see how people find us. It's surprising, but I mean, some are just like friends, and then like the friend, I remember Deviter got introduced to furls from a friend, and like the friend was like a fan, like she liked using furls, and then like Deviter like now does lives and all this. It's really fun. It's really cute. I love hearing how y'all find us and Crochet Foundry and both. So let's see. Christina, my husband, wants to suggest a support group for husband. Listen, that and yarn, it's bad. Your husband would not be alone. I'm sure there are a lot of husbands and partners and wives that are in the same boat, and I'm sure there is something for them somewhere. Seeing the rustic carrots on MJ's page and channel. I've made so many of them. They're fun and cute, festive, and just plain old fun to crochet. Ooh, thank you for the suggestion. We love MJ. As I'm sure you could tell, she has such fun and lovely patterns. So it's so fun. We love to share the love to any and all crocheters that we work with, and makers, if you will. But yes, I finally got in. Oh, Jen, I'm so sorry, but I'm happy you're in. Hi. Hello. I hope you're having a okay day, even though your computer's having issues. But hope you're fine. Let's see. I'm catching up on the comments, y'all. I think I'm almost there. I was at History Talk, had my project with me. That's so funny. Let's see. I was at a history talk and had my project with me. When it was over, the lady next to me said, "Those furls hooks are great, aren't they?" I was so surprised that someone else knew about furls, but she didn't know about Crochet Foundry. So hopefully I've turned someone on to you guys. Hopefully. I mean, I wait, like, as also a side note, a lot of the kits we have in furls do also end up in Crochet Foundry. So I know that's how some people found us too. But it's so fun. Being in the UK, it's a little limited on the furls user, so I'm waiting for the day to find a furls user on public transport in a pub. But I mean, there's so many pubs, it's like with a lower chance. But anywhere, I wore my Tony Lipsy like hoodie, or not hoodie, but my sweatshirt that I wear sometimes that has like the yarn stuff. It's really cute. The one she just released. Monique will know what I'm talking about. But I wore it yesterday and somebody commented on it, but they just said, "I just really like your jumper." And I was like, "Thank you." I'm like, I call it a sweater or sweatshirt, but you call it a jumper. That's fine. Just the differences. But let's see. Julie, so happy you're here. Welcome to the chat. We've been going for quite a while. It's 5:40. It's been 40 minutes. I love when there's so many comments that I need to catch up on. If I missed anything, please let me know. But yeah, welcome to the chat. I'm glad you're here. Is this your first time here, Julie? No. I feel like I for sure have seen you before, but maybe not often. I for sure have seen you because I remember your social distance, y'all, or something like that. Sure, I remember that one. But I'm glad you're here. Kivia, hello. How are you? She says hello, everyone. I'm glad you're here. But yeah, so like I said, this is what I'm working on. I'm making, I believe, I believe I chose to size down and I did a large instead of an extra large. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, I was diligently working, and it's a herringbone crochet stitch. I could be wrong on the name, but you know, it's HBDC. So herringbone double crochet. Takes me a minute to then switch to a normal double crochet on another project. Then I'm like, wait a minute. So I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad we can work on this together and whatever you're working on. Angela, hello. Welcome to the chat. I hope you don't hear my dogs running up and down the stairs. I think they got excited because the rain started hitting the window hard. But anyway, welcome, Angela. I'm glad you're here. Working and lurking. Listen, we're all for this. Wait, no, that's your first time. Facebook user, welcome. I don't know who you are, but welcome to the chat. I'm glad you made it. I hope you can make it another week too. We have fun here by just talking about yarn and crochet patterns. I went over the March issue, which is full of really fun things. A lovely tunic like cardigan, some socks, scrunchies for the hair, a lot of good stuff. So I hope you enjoy this chat, and I hope you come back and see us when you can. I lived in California for 3 years and moved back to the UK this year. I miss all the craft shops. Jade, I remember you. Yes, I remember. I know who you are now. I saw your name and I did wonder, and now you've confirmed it. I know exactly who you are via email, that is. I'm glad. I know it's a struggle. Well, there are some really nice or I should say yarn shops in London, but they don't have a lot of crochet. Like, they're all very knit focused. And I feel like that's why sometimes I feel like I pull a little bit more to crochet, because it's kind of like the underdog here. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong, and I'm missing a whole like world of crochet that I don't know is here, so in London or in the UK. But I feel like I think we're saying the same. I think we're seeing the same thing, I should say. But speaking of Egypt, she has this beautiful shawl made. This cool yarn. I think it's called. Oh yes, I know what you're talking about. Can you suggest an easy make from Crochet Foundry? Ooh. What kind do you want? Like a shawl? Are you wanting a top? I'm sorry, my dog he wants attention now. What kind of make are you looking for? And then what kind of season, if that makes sense. But let me know. I'm always here. Always feel free. Also, please feel free to email us. You can always email us with questions, even yarny questions. It doesn't just have to be like, hey, I need help with this. It could just be like, hey, I'm curious about this. We love answering those. So let me know what you're looking for, and I will let you know. But let's see. Hello. Oh, Hannah McCoy. Hello. Glad you made it. It's been a minute, I think. Maybe. Were you here last week and I just don't remember? But if so, hello. Welcome. I'm going to start ending this soon. It has been a great time with you all, as always. Monique, please feel free either to comment and I can comment back, or feel free to email us. It would be at support@crochetfoundry.com. I'll send it just in case I don't get to it. Kivia, you keep saving away. One day, I believe in you one day. Let's see. The yarn I ordered from Furls for the Marquia top comes today. Can't wait to start. Jen, cannot wait to see how it goes. It's such a lovely top. I think the lace will be really nice, especially with the yarn you ordered. It'll be great. Did you order Trubu? Trubu? Pima? I think Trubu most likely, but we'll see. You can tell me later. You can tell us in the next live. A shawl, or you pick the season. Oh, interesting. Oh, let me see. There was, oh goodness. I believe she was in, I'm gonna have to answer this. A shawl that I really like. That feels easy, if I'm not if I remember the pattern correctly. She was in, I think, December. And it was a really nice, it had like some texture to it, but not too much, if I'm not mistaken. Criminy. I wish I could remember. No, past issues. I'm going to find it. Monique, I will send it to you. Because, wait, is it here? No, wrong issue. Maybe it's just, okay. Okay, first snow. That one may be a little, maybe like a adventurous beginner. I'm trying to think. But it's kind of, it's repetitive, but it's really pretty. First snow, it's in December, so you can either look for December or first snow. But it, I just remember I loved how that looked and the texture of it. And from my memory, I don't think it's difficult. Like I think it's quite repetitive. So I hope, if I am misspoken, I do apologize. I will. I feel like if I think of another one, I'll let you know. Sorry, I'm trying to think and I'm trying to think quickly, and it's not working. But anyway, I want to make a top so bad, but I'm too scared to do it. Hannah, don't be scared. You can do it. I promise. I think if you look at it as a whole, you're like, I have to make a whole top. It's a little overwhelming. You're like, I can't do this. But honestly, if you just, I like patterns in my hand. Like I'll have it on my phone or my iPad just in case, but I like to have the pattern, and then I fold it to only see that one bit, and then so my papers end up having a lot of folds. But if you just go by it like step by step, you will get it done. And it will, I mean, I do recommend a gauge swatch. I am a gauge swatch believer, because the hook that someone suggests is really, in my opinion, maybe for most crochet works, it does not work for me. So I do have to do a gauge swatch, and I normally do like maybe 5, what the recommended gauge. So it's like, say 15 rows or 15 stitches by 15 rows. I will probably do 20 stitches and then 20 rows and then measure the middle. But I promise you can do it, and start small. Maybe I do not, like I've said, like if you could find like a pattern that's like kid size, and then maybe you like can build up to like an actual adult size one. Because I think it's like the fear of making something and it doesn't look good or it doesn't fit well, but I promise you can do it. Don't be scared. And Tunisian crochet. Ooh, I can make shawl that perhaps is okay. Monique, I'm gonna get back to you. I know there's a Tunisian crochet one that I'm thinking of. I can't place it. So I'm gonna get back to you, and I'm gonna write this down. Tunisian. If y'all ever want suggestions, I'm not kidding. I'm more than happy to look and send it over, or let you know the next live, or you can email me and I'll email you back, because I'm all about it. I do love our patterns. I think there's a little something there for everyone. And like what a friend of mine was saying yesterday was that she likes to crochet and knit things that have a lot of texture, because she doesn't use a lot of color. So her color palette is she just has like certain colors she uses. But she likes a lot of texture. And then I was like, oh, that's so interesting, because I tend to like crochet, and I guess knit, but like I tend to crochet a lot of more simple patterns, because the yarn I use is really like, I mean, kind of, I like fun colors when it comes to like, especially yarn. Like I love buying fun colors. So it's kind of interesting to talk about, like, I hadn't thought she uses way more textures, cables, like all this stuff, because she uses like more like, not boring colors, but for her, that's how she described it. But yeah, so always feel free to email with questions, and I'm always happy to recommend anything. Jen, Trubu, that's going to be a good one. I think she used Trubu for the pattern too. I'd never touched Trubu until this trip, when I was like holding up the garment. So nice. I love Trubu. I'm a fan now. Any word on Metal Odyssey? Metal Odyssey, that one, I know that one is the one we've had a lot of manufacturing delays because of the process, and we don't have a date for the restock for that. I do know we will hopefully restock this year. It's horrible to say, but I'm just going to be completely honest. There's no point in me being like, hopefully in a month. We last year we kept being told a month, and it kept getting pushed back a month, and then we'd be told, okay, well, another month. At this point, we're not going to just be like, we're not just going to keep saying, yeah, maybe next month, when we're not sure. We're not sure. I'll just completely be straightforward. We're not sure. Ham, if you're still watching and I'm still in the background, if I said the wrong thing, I'm sorry, but I don't think she would say I said the wrong thing. It's just the reality. But hopefully, the Nova hooded triangle shawl. That's fun. I think I know which one you're talking about, Megan. I just thought I'd pop that up. Anyway, I'm talking too much. The pink one with the pockets. Ooh, pink one with the pockets. That's a fun Tunisian. I believe that was Julie. I'm so sorry. I keep saying I'm going to leave, and then I don't leave. And then here I am. That one was January. No, February. That one was February. Where is February? Oh my goodness, it's not on here. Monique, I'm getting you the link right now before I forget. It's a really, yeah, it's a Tunisian. You can add, she has like fringe option. So if you want to add a fringe, mushrooming pocket scarf by Julie. Let me send that now. I'm just going to send it. And then I'm going to finish up the comments and I'm going to go. We've been here for a long time. I'm so sorry I've kept you here. Granted, you could go if you want, but you know what I mean. I like to use Knit Companion with the patterns. It helps with count. Oh, interesting. I'm going to look into that. I've just been talking about different like things to help us with like, it just sounds silly to be like stitch markers, but like then also apps and doing different things to like help us as makers. Like I was discussing this on my crochet group yesterday. Kavia, you want to see a light blue Odyssey hook? Maybe one day. Wait, that's a great suggestion. We have mint and we have blue. Oh, and we have navy. But we don't technically have a light blue. So thank you for that. I will send that feedback to the people that need to hear it. Let's see. We're started. Good morning, afternoon, Moonrose Craft. I hope you saw at least a snippet of the fun. But welcome. I hope to see you next week. We're here. Oh, yes. Next week. Yes. Next week I'll be here. The week after, I might not. And we'll see how we'll do this. Because I'm actually going to Vegas on a short trip, a vacation to meet up with my best friends. But I'm technically on a plane. So I can't even like, oh, I'll just call you from, oh, you know what I mean. We'll figure it out, y'all. We'll figure it out. And Monique, you're fine. We're here for everybody. So if anybody wants to make a Tunisian top or a Tunisian scarf with pockets, you can do the mushrooming pocket scarf as well. But anyway, I hope y'all have a great week, a good rest of your week. It's not Friday, though it feels like it. And yeah, enjoy, be safe, be warm, or be cool if it's hot where you live. There was somebody from Antigua. I can't remember your name. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I love Wednesdays. Monique, happy early birthday. Anybody who also has a birthday, happy birthday. I hope y'all have a great time. Have a good Wednesday. And yeah.